What's going on YouTube? This is Jay the Sports Professor channel. Today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about my takeaways from the Colorado game. And we're going to go ahead and start with offense. Now, some positives about offense. Number one, we're able to run the football. Our offensive line looks way more physical. As far as their point of attack looks on point. Jordan Seaton is leading the way in that offensive line. Our running backs are doing an incredible job of taking advantage of their opportunities, starting from Michael Welch to Simeon Price. They've done a fantastic job of running the football. And then number 20, he's their scat back guy. He's their guy who can catch the ball out of the backfield, run a couple routes at wide receiver, and then catch swing passes and screens. So all three running backs have done an incredible job. So number one, the offensive line, as far as run blocking, pass blocking, the offensive line looks like a totally different line. As far as Caden's very athletic. He's a true dual threat quarterback where he's able to run the football, make plays outside of the pocket, and he has a really big arm. Amarion Miller, incredible player. He should have got more passes. He had that 39-yard touchdown, 39-yard reception. Draylon Miller should have got a little bit more touches. What's my man? Number 9 should have got more touches. It was just, we have so many weapons in the perimeter, and they didn't get a chance to get those opportunities, man. And, Caden is a good player. I think he was a bit nervous. The lights were bright. You can tell that he was a bit nervous. He's never played in this kind of environment like a Colorado where, especially Colorado with Shedeur Sanders, Colorado, where it's going to be on national television. You have packed out stadium. I mean, all eyes are going to be on this game. A lot of people are Colorado fans because of Deion. So Caden wasn't used to that, but I believe that once he settles in, he'll be okay. But don't be surprised if you guys see Juju get in the game. Don't be surprised if Juju get in one of these games. And Juju, I believe, is a better passer than Caden. Caden just brings a different dynamic because he's able to run outside the pocket, his dynamic playmaking ability, and on top of him having a really big arm. So that's on offense. Now, as far as feedback, Caden, you have to make those throws. You got to make the simple throws, buddy. Like, you can't miss those type of throws, and that was one of the biggest issues with Caden. He was missing throws. And then as far as the offensive play call, I don't know what Pat Shermer was doing. I understand, run the football, good, but your pass plays was just a little off. What happened? Like, it seemed like the receivers were running cardio. The receivers are running more cardio. So we got to get it together on offense. We got to get our playmakers the ball because these guys are going to hit the portal. These guys are going to hit the portal if they don't get an opportunity to showcase their true ability because of lack of quarterback play. And Caden needs to do a better job of showcasing his skill set as far as a thrower. Now, there were many moments where he could have picked up a first down. In critical moments, he should have just ran it. In critical moments, Caden, that's where you display your athleticism. And I was very concerned. I was actually pissed off because Caden didn't, he didn't utilize that. My bad. I'm just seeing my dream car. Oh man, the S-Class. I want the S-Class so bad. But anyways, Caden made a big mistake, and the times that he could have ran it during critical times, he should have just ran it. Sometimes utilize your strength in key moments instead of trying to do too much. And that's one of the biggest issues with a lot of football players, myself included, is trying to make the big play when those big play moments, the moments that we need you, you're not using your feet. And Caden, you're a dual threat quarterback. Show us that you're a dual threat quarterback more. as far as the defensive side, positives, we had 3 takeaways, so 3 turnovers were amazing. That's what we need to start doing. Defensive line, I'd say, improved a lot stronger. Linebackers were decent. Martavius French came up with the 2 turnovers. He plays a lot of effort, but as far as run stopping, I just was not fond of the linebackers. We're getting eaten up. You know, our run stopping was terrible. I mean, we look horrible. We weren't able to stop the run. They were able to have 400 some yards on the ground, which is embarrassing. Their quarterback definitely looked like a Heisman winner, just like what Deion said. The receivers were pretty athletic. I would say the more slot receivers did their thing, but as far as the perimeter, they didn't really do anything. But they just ran the ball on us. They kicked our butt. They kicked our behind, and we have to get better, Colorado. We have to figure out a way to stop these teams from running the football. And that's one of our biggest Achilles heel. As long as I've watched Deion Colorado, we've struggled with stopping the run, and we need to do a better job at that. You know, we need to do a better job at that. We can't have these terrible starts. We cannot have these terrible starts. But I do believe Rob Livingston will make adjustments on defense as far as personnel, as far as schematic perspective. I mean, and just looking at it from a defensive perspective, where's the contain? Where's the contain, man? Guys were just dashing on the outside, gashing on the outside. Where's the contain, man? Where are the defense linemen as far as gap responsibilities? What about the linebackers being responsible for specific gaps? Like, where are the defensive end that's supposed to crash? When they ran option, who has the pitch man? Who has quarterback? Right? You had those different responsibilities. It just seemed like the lights were too bright for these guys. And honestly, when I looked at the film, when I looked at the game, it seemed like the defense were in the right place, just did not execute. So that goes to coaching and motivation. So these guys need to figure out a way to get better, maximizing the moments. But I do believe Colorado is a better team overall still, especially on that offensive line. That is probably the most improved position on that team. The most improved position on that team was the offensive line, which is the most important aspect of football when you have a strong offensive line and defensive line, more particularly offensive line. So I definitely look forward to the next game when we play Delaware, University of Delaware. I believe we're going to win, and we're going to be dominant. Just like Coach Prime says, we're going to be dominant that game. We're going to run for 200-plus yards, probably 300 yards. Each back is going to have 100 yards. Mark my words. We're going to win this game. We're going to win against Delaware. Mark my words. And then we're going to look back at this video. Y'all going to be like, yup, he's right. Because they're going to make adjustments. The Caden Salter, whoever is that quarterback, is going to make plays. The running back is going to do their thing. The receiver is going to do their thing. And that's about it. So again, hope you all enjoyed this video. Tune in for the next episode of Jade, the Sports Professor. Peace.